Hi, everybody. Welcome tonight. I'm Pam, and this is Cooking with Tupperware and Champion. You know what? We're thrilled to have you here tonight. And if you're here tonight for the very first time ever, you know what? It's going to be a lot of fun for you because you're going to find out we give away a lot of stuff here, all right? And so we like to have lots of winners, and we give away door prizes. So if you're a guest here with us for the first time ever, put in the chat, hey, I'm a guest. It's my first time. And we like just to know that. Be honest with you, we just need to know all guests. So if you're a guest with us, put in the chat, I'm a guest. And if you are a host with us, put in the chat, I'm a host. And so we can put you in your drawings because we always have a guest drawing and we always have a host drawing. And we love to know who's first timers. And so we can welcome you. Absolutely. And so being in Tupperware has been such a joy for me over the last 39 years. Can you believe it? I started really young, and it's been my career. And one of the things I love about the Tupperware company is they're always improving, always. We're always looking for the next greatest idea for the Tupperware company and for the product line. And we also have a tradition that we keep some of our very best products forever, right? This is a replica of one of our very first line back in the 50s. And, you know, it's called the One Delir Bowls. And if you are a fan of the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel show, right now they're doing a fun twist on a Tupperware party. And she, right in this series, it's series 4, show 4, I believe it is. And she has a big Tupperware party. And so this is the bowls that we brought out to celebrate the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, working with them and them contacting Tupperware. And we're selling it for a really good price in celebration. All right. Not only are we 75 years old, but we are a Tupperware icon. And that's why that 50 series wanted to feature Tupperware in their show. So you might want to grab this set of bowls really quick because they're going to go away. They're going to go back in the bowl. And we will have our traditional One Delir bowls that we've always had, but they're updated, upgraded, different looking. And this is the vintage look. And so if you want the vintage look, grab them now. You can get all 3 of these bowls in our regular line for $35, and they're really pretty. And they are the same size as the bottom 3 of these bowls. However, with this special set we have going, you get the 2 extra bowls, which are a great add-on, by the way. And you get all of these for the same price, all right? So this is a $35 set of bowls, and this is $35 for all 5. Don't you love how they go in together like this? Isn't that so cool? So you don't need to have room to store all of the bowls. All you need is room to store the big bowl, and they all fit inside. Now, I have a good idea for you. If you already have these at home, but you're looking at these and say, oh, I want them too. Guess what? They all condense just like this, all right? Down inside one set, and you'll have them all condensed. And I love our Tupperware seals with the tab on them. And so that is something that is unique to our Tupperware line. And you know what? Our seals is where we have the biggest deal. You know, it's just, that's what's made as a big deal all these years, because having a bowl without a seal is like a car without a wheel. It doesn't work, right? And you know what? We love the brown seal from Tupperware that's airtight and liquid tight. You can take it, you can go ahead and put it in the refrigerator on its side if you want to, or you can lay it on its belly if you want to. It doesn't matter. Now, traditionally, you think, why would I do that? Because we have some great recipes that call for that. One of them is our Jello, where you literally put an entire package of Jello and all of the leftover fruit cocktail in the house. You put in any mandarin oranges you have left over. If you have a banana that you want to slice up and put down inside of there, or if you have some walnuts you want to put inside of there, anything you want to add, take it and shake it and put any extra fruit in there and use the bowl the size that you need. So if you have a lot of Jello, a lot of fruits, and a lot of leftover mix that you'd like to add inside of there, then you'll just have to graduate your bowl size and put it on the side of your refrigerator. I like to lean it against the wall. And when I open it up, you have Jello in layers. It's crazy. But you'll have a layer with just the bananas. You'll have another layer with just the walnuts. You have another layer that's completely nude. It has nothing in it. And you'll have another layer, like for instance, if you add marshmallows, a layer of marshmallows. And it will actually separate inside your bowl. And so everybody has their favorite Jello. They might have to take the layer of 1 or 2 spoons, but you might find just the plain Jello is your favorite, or the little people in your home might like that best. My little people always wanted the marshmallows. So enjoy this gorgeous set of vintage Tupperware and keep watching, because we're going to bring out vintage Tupperware all year long and bringing out the opportunity for you to buy what your grandma had, and with the newest and latest quality plastics that we carry in Tupperware. And you know what? Not everything in Tupperware is plastic. We have metal, we have knives, metal cookware, it's beautiful. We have knives that are gorgeous. Stay tuned, we have other new products coming out. And we also have this gorgeous line that is not acrylic or plastic. It is called Titan, and it is an amazing product because it is made till it will not scratch, it will not stain. It is really virtually unbreakable, and it is so nice to have in your home. So our host can get this gorgeous line. Our guests and all of our customers can purchase all of the other bowls that I have here with me this evening. I bet you're anxious to see what we have cooking. But before we do that, we're going to let you guess how many pieces of candy do I have in this bowl. Isn't it so pretty with the candy in it? I love this line because it's made to look, and it's called ice prisms because it'll pick up the light from the room and from if you're in the sun or whatever, and you actually can see the prisms in it. And it's so pretty, and it's designed just for that. And it's designed to be very practical for your home. What I love so much about it is I like to serve in these beautiful, clear looking, glass looking bowls, but I love them practical because they're not so heavy like my lead crystal is. And a lead crystal doesn't have a seal, all right? So if I make a beautiful big salad and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator to serve later on Thanksgiving or Easter or whatever it might be, I have to put wax paper or foil on top of it. And then I can't put anything on top of that in the refrigerator. With this, I can go ahead and stack away. I can have my pasta salad there. I can have my macaroni salad here. Walk your hands around and just snap it all the way aside. Did you hear that? It said fresh. I know you thought that that was just a bowl ceiling, but no, if you listen really close, that's Tupper Talk, and it said fresh because it's going to keep it really, really fresh for you. All right. And so our hosts are going to love this. And you know what, guys? $500 party and 2 of your friends saying, I want to do it too. And you can get this entire set. So all of our hosts get excited. And if you're a guest here, say yes. I'll do it. I'll be one of your hosts and text her right now and say, hey, I'll do one of your parties to help you get that set. She's going to be so excited, and she's going to remember you're her favorite friend ever. You know what? It just really is nice because not everybody can afford to buy everything they want at one party. They need to be able to stretch it out. And so if you go ahead and host your party next week, next month, next week, it stretches it over the budget a little better. So she's going to appreciate you. So you buy some now and buy some then and some later, and you can get everything you need. The average family, the average home needs well over $5,000 worth of Tupperware in your home if you're going to do it right, if you're going to live fresh, and if you're going to have the modular mate line to organize your pantry, the cookware line to make your cooking fun and easy in your home, and having your refrigerator done with the Fridge Smart, keeping your produce longer and saving the energy and saving the environment by using our Tupperware product line. We are proud to be Tupperware. And you know what? Right now, we're going to turn it over to Ms. Amy, and she's going to share with you, before we start cooking, what we have cooking up for all of our friends that would like to maybe think about joining our team. We're opening up an account where you can get your own personal discount. Either way, take it away, Amy.
Awesome. Thank you, Pam. All right. So Pam was talking about sets, and this is one of my most favorite sets because it's a little bit of everything. So in it, we have part of our modular mate line. All right. So this is one of our ovals. That's an oval 2. Love this. And I have a baking. I actually have cake mix in here. It's ready to go. So if you want to know about this cake mix, you need to host your own party. All right. And so we also have a little bit of our freezer containers, our Fridge Smarts. If you don't know about our Fridge Smarts, let me just tell you guys, this is one of my most favorite things because it saves money. And you know, right now, with prices going up, our produce is going up. We don't want to throw away the produce that we're buying, right? This will actually help keep your produce anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks longer than normal. And it's because Tupperware actually did research with, I believe it was Florida State University, and they came up with the solution to keeping them longer. And on here, we do have really nice pictures and even a little QR code. So if you don't see what you have on this picture, guess what? All I have to do is scan that little guy and it'll show you all of the produce out there, fruits and vegetables, herbs, right? All of them. And how that you need to store those. So love this guy. And if you need more information about this, ask your consultant, all right? Because I'm sure she would love to tell you more about our Fridge Smart. Plus, we have on-the-go products in here. So we have our to-go cup, which this is eco-friendly. So if you don't know, we have a lot of products that are eco-friendly, which it's made out of water bottles from the ocean. So how cool is that? We are doing our share to help the planet out, all right? But this little guy comes off, and so it's easy for cleaning, and it's just like, the little hot thing that you put on your cup when you go and get like a Starbucks or whatever. That's what this thing is, all right? And even our straw is eco-friendly. And our straw, if you don't know this, it has 2 parts, all right? So it can be short, or you can extend it with the little extender on here. And if you saw it, there's this little crazy thing at the top. Just so you know, that thing, they came up with this so that when you're drinking down the road, you're not stabbing yourself and hurt yourself in the car. All right, so isn't that pretty cool? So that's one of our to-go items. And our water bottle. Love, love, love our eco water bottles. They're easy for little hands and big hands. Just take these on the go with us all the time. I have 3 kids. They are 6, 11, and 13. I have to remember because they're having birthdays, right? So, but anyway, they all use these, and they all use these sizes. I believe this is our medium. All right. So this is good for even the littlest of hands. He loves to drink out of dad's or mom's, mostly dad's water bottle. All right. Plus we have a couple of our different microwavable items, which these are great for planovers. Do you meal plan? Needs to be great for it, or just leftovers. We always have leftovers in my house. I would rather have too much food than not enough. And then my hubby takes them to work. Now this, I would say, is the man-proof product. Okay, so this is our vent and serve. You can cook in this. Okay, and it's not going to crack. It's not going to stain. Nothing like that. You just pull up the little tab, so it's pretty easy. You just put it in the microwave, and it does go in the freezer as well. Plus, we have the Crystal Wave container. Now, this one, you want to reduce the heat, so it's reheatable. All right, so that means that you want to reduce the heat when you're cooking in this from 70 to from 50 to 70% power. Okay, so then it will last you a whole lot longer. Speaking of cooking and microwave, we also have our breakfast maker. This thing is great. It's not just for making breakfast though, but you could do 2 poached eggs in here. You could take these out and you can do an omelet or frittata in here. You could do a brownie in here, or guess what? You could do a cake in here in just 1 minute, which is pretty cool. So whenever I have a hankering and I don't want to make a big old cake or have, something big and dense, I'll make a little cake for myself. And it doesn't take very long at all. So, and the cleanup is a breeze too. Did I mention all this stuff is dishwasher safe? So, plus we have more eco-friendly items, our microfiber towels. These are great. They soak up 2 cups of water. So, I was telling you about my kiddos, right? They have spills. Do you ever have spills? Let us know. Do you have kids that have spills? Well, these will soak up 2 cups of water. So if they spill this whole thing, which the whole thing will all come out at one time, but it will soak up all of that water, which is pretty awesome. And our favorite bowls is our impression bowls, and they're the new color. They're so pretty. All right. So they do nest down inside of each other, just like the Wonder Layer bowls, which is pretty cool. And then my most favorite part, though, of this whole thing is the baking set. And I'm actually going to share with you, I call it the baking set because I always bake with it. Well, first of all, it is our That's Bowl. You can see behind me. And this holds 12 cups. It's perfect for doing any of your, like your, gosh, now I can't think of the word. Ever have that happen to you? All right. So, but like when you are making up a cake mix or a brownie mix, any kind of mixes like that, this is great for. You can even put your salads in here too. So, plus it comes with our new improved Power Chef, which is actually, it's called the Supersonic Chopper. Now it has the big guy and it does come with the little guy too. So this is great for chopping up like peanuts or almonds or onions is really good for in there, carrots, things like that. It's amazing. But tonight I'm going to show you because it's lucky. I found it's called Irish potatoes. Anybody know what Irish potatoes are? Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to make that because it sounds really good. But it's not a potato, but it looks like a potato. And in here, I already have, now this comes with really sharp blades, all right? And inside of here are the really sharp blades. They do have a blade cover that I already took off, and they're 3 different blades. They're angled, and they will, they'll do a really good job. All right, so in here, I do have 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 ounces of cream cheese already in here, softened, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. So it's really nice. It has this little motor on the top. All right, it's a pull cord. And so like I was telling you before, I have 3 kids. There's a hair on my nose. I have 3 kids and they all love to help me in the kitchen, but mostly my youngest and he's my 6-year-old. He loves helping me, and he's been in here helping me since he was an itty bitty baby on my hip, helping me do this. And this is his favorite thing. So all you do, we're just gonna cream this. All right, so look, it's already creamed, pretty easy. And then we're gonna add to it 2 cups of powdered sugar. So I've been talking about making these Irish potatoes today with my family, and tonight I was making dinner and I made some chicken stroganoff instead of beef stroganoff. It was really good. Everybody loved it. Everybody. Including my 6-year-old who doesn't always like things that have sauce in it. All right. So anyway, but they're like, well, where's the Irish potatoes? I'm like, oh no, the Irish potatoes are for me tonight. I'm making them. You can have them tomorrow. So, but they're so funny. All right. So we're putting in here 2 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm using my Modular Mate. So this is the Modular Mate square, not square, it's rectangle. It's rectangle 2. And it is my most popular one. It is like our everything Modular Mate because you can put anything in there. All right, including a whole box of like goldfish crackers. Fits in there really good. Any kind of crackers. All right, so we have 2 cups of sugar in there. We're just going to stir that up. Probably should wipe down the sides just a little bit. Do you see that powder coming up? All right. I just got a little bit in my face. It's all right. It tastes good. It smells good. All right. So put it down a little bit. Then we're going to put it in. Okay, I got sugar on me. In with our coconut. And so there's already 1 1/4 cups of coconut in here. And then we're going to mix that all up. All right. So just get this off. And And then we're going to mix it all up. And then we're going to use one of our new products. I absolutely love, love, love our new scoop that we have. Anybody get that? Okay, so it used to be part of our Hostess Awards in our old catalog, and now it's available for everybody to purchase, which is pretty cool because people love it. All right. It is so easy and so nice to use it for so many different things. I use it for these. I used it for making meatballs. We used it for making tater tots. We used it for making our sauerkraut balls. You can use it for cookies, just anything that you want to measure out, because it has 3 different scoop sizes. All right, it has a tablespoon, I believe it's 3 tablespoons, and then what's the biggest one? Maybe a quarter of a cup. I don't know. I kind of feel like a quarter of a cup and 3 tablespoons is the same amount. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, so this is called Irish potatoes. But you know what? I was making this earlier and I was like, you know, it would be kind of fun to make this for Easter. Easter's coming up, right? And so the coconut just reminded me of Easter. I don't know. So anyway, we have it's forming a ball now, which is what we want. We want it to form a nice ball. And then, all right, so I'm going to actually take what I have in here. I'm going to show you the scoop. All right, so here is the scoop. Oh, it's nice and cold because I put it on top of something. But anyway, this is the smallest one, which is 1 tablespoon, and it's really easy to clean. It's kind of like your old-fashioned ice cream scoops, but don't put this in your ice cream because it's not that hard. All right, it's just for like your batters and things, but it just comes out really nice. And we are going to put that in there. And I have here, you know what this is? Okay, this is part of this set, which matches that set, if you didn't see that or notice that. But this is one of the things that you can get as a hostess. So if you're hosting your own party, this is such a fun little set that you can get. And you can only get it as a hostess. If you're not hosting your own party, then you need to get with your consultant and date your own party. And all right, so we're going to use our little scoop. And I already have in here some cinnamon and sugar. And I'm just going to use my little scoop. All right, scoop up a little ball. And drop it right down inside of there. And this is something fun you can do with the kiddos. All right, so then you take that potato out, your little Irish potato. And look, isn't that so fun? And then you're going to stick it into one of our freezer containers, which these are on sale. Another set on sale. Imagine that. And put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And if you want it a dirtier potato than what you already have, then go ahead and you can roll it again. And so I actually have here a bunch of potatoes. Look at how fun those are. And they are really yummy. They're a nice little treat. All right. And I know my kiddos are going to enjoy these. All right, Pam, back to you. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Sorry. That was my bad. All right. And so I have to make those. That sounds delicious and yummy. And maybe it'll make me stop eating this. All right. So we have a winner. She guessed exactly on the number 57. And it was Deborah Murphy. Is that right, Jessica? Deborah Murphy?
Yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Deborah. And who is Deborah a guest with tonight? Does it say? Deborah, tell us who you're with.
Yes. Darlene Baker.
All right, Darlene, make sure I get Deborah's address. And so I can send her free Tupperware. We love you, Darlene Baker. Send that on over to me in my instant messenger, please. All right, so our next game. I love this product line, and I'm telling you, I love a lot of Tupperware, but these are really, really practical. And I use them in my kitchen because I use them to put snacks in that are easy to grab and easy and usually healthy, like the wasabi peas that are in the bottom one. Usually they have almonds in them. I have mixed nuts in here. Let's see, what else do I have over there? I have some hazelnuts and some walnuts, cranberries. So it is easy to grab and have a healthy snack instead of snacks that aren't good for us. But they're so pretty with the seasonal M&Ms in them and seasonal candy in them too. And they are 2 for $29, and they're literally jars, okay? They twist off. But when you twist them off, you can see that there's a spoon up here. And so if you're using it for your large spices, like I have one over here with my pepper flakes and my pepper and my salt, and I use when I'm cooking, I can show those to you. And so it's easy for me to have that. And these are things I go to all the time. This is my go-tos when I'm cooking. Of course, salt and pepper, but red pepper flakes a lot, all right? And so it's super easy to grab them and use them, and that little spoon on top makes it easy for you to use the spoon for measuring it out if you're a measurer, okay? If you're a pincher, a pinch of this and pinch of that, it works fine with your fingers, all right, in your own home, right? Okay, and so we need you to guess how many M&Ms are in here, because we want somebody else to win free Tupperware. And so how many M&Ms? It is packed solid. Look, it doesn't even shake. They're so full up in there, okay? And so how many M&Ms are in there? Oh my goodness. Now you have to guess. We'll see if somebody else can guess right on the dot. That would be so fun. And as you're looking through all of our Tupperware amazingness and seeing some great sales and great deals, make sure you go to your consultant's website with the link that she gave you, because we have in there an amazing grouping of Tupperware that was in our line before, but no longer in our catalog line. And so you want to look at that because there's some really good sales, like 20% off and 40% off, all kinds of deals. So go look at that, browse around in there, and there are some really good deals. There's items that you get free when you spend so much. And so when you spend $50, you're going to get some small midgets free, minis free. And when you spend $80, you're going to get some a spatula free, or a spatula for $5. All right. So have fun shopping on that link and do it right away, because we close tomorrow night with some of those specials. You don't want to miss those. And sometimes we actually sell out of the things that are free. So if you place your orders, the sooner the better for your host and for you. All right. And speaking of host, you're going to love this set. This is the other set that you can get for free when you have your Tupperware party. Now let's remind you all that you also get a dating gift, which is completely separate from this, and it's a piece of Tupperware, it's a small Tupperware bowl. You get a thank you gift, and you get to choose that. And there's 5 different choices or 4 different choices you can choose from, and they're all around $20, $25 value. And then this, with a $500 party and 2 datings, you also get this free. Now, if you have a $1,000 party and 2 datings, you get all of it. All right, so you can choose it all. Or you can take a shopping spree, whatever you prefer, because we like to have lots of choices for everybody. But we like to tell you about this because a lot of times, unless you can see it in somebody's hand, you can't tell from the picture how big it is. I love these, and these are what my daughter-in-law uses for my granddaughters, but they're 14 and 15. And they have a microwave at school. And so they can put their package of ramen noodles in here, and all they have to do is add the water, and they can open up that little notch right there and put it in the microwave at school, and it's not going to leak on the way home. And they want to take soup in here or anything like that, it's not going to leak in their book bag at all because it's airtight and liquid tight, and it's microwave reheatable. So just pop it in the microwave. And you know what else I love about these guys? And so if you knew these in the past, these are not the same Crystal Wave we've had in the past. The new Crystal Wave is a new material, and it's stain guarded. So you're never going to get that red spaghetti stain inside of our Tupperware anymore because we're stain guard. And so stain guard is a revolutionary new thing that Tupperware just added in the last 3 to 5 years. And it is remarkable in the fact that no more spaghetti sauce stains. I used to say, just make it the color of spaghetti and we won't have to worry about the stain. Now we don't have to do that. We can have all these pretty colors and not worry about having to create something to color spaghetti, right? And so whether it's curry powder that stains your product or spaghetti sauce that stains your product, none of that's going to happen anymore because we have stain guard. Isn't that great? Great news, right? And so these, you get 4 of them for this size, and these are 2.5 cup. 4 of these. And now this one is a divided dish. And so when you open it up, you can see it's divided. So you can put your lasagna over here and put your Brussels sprouts there, or your green beans there, whatever you prefer, your chicken breast on this side, and your mashed potatoes. And, you can really have good, healthy meals that you can put in the freezer. And, I have to tell you, my middle son, when he was wrestling, I used to have this in the refrigerator for him when he'd come home, because I wanted him to have, the best pick of the meal and not the leftovers. And so I would put his food away when he was at wrestling, and when he'd come home, wrestling or football, when he'd come home, and both the boys I did this for, but my middle son is the one that said this. When he opened up the refrigerator, he said, "Oh, I love dinner." And I thought, "Oh, Justin, that's so sweet that you called it a love dinner." And it made me feel like a good mom. And I had all these, you could hear Mother Nature's birds in the background singing in my head and all this other stuff, because I felt so, I don't know, I just felt really good that he would say that. I thought it was so sweet. And he goes, "Mom, I love to eat." I'm like, "Oh, well, okay." But it was just funny, and it's a memory I have forever. Do you guys have any Tupperware that gives you memories? Maybe something your mom had, or something your grandmother had, or something you remember having in the home? Isn't that the coolest part of Tupperware? I love it because we are an heirloom, and we are a product that's been around for 75 years. So your mom and your grandma had it. And it's also really unique that you might even have some of their product, and it's still usable today. And if it ever breaks still today, you get it replaced. Isn't that crazy? Now I want to tell you something. If you've had Tupperware for 10 years, just right there in your home right now, just kind of raise your hand. If you have Tupperware in your home that you've had for 10 years, raise your hand. Okay, keep it up if you've had Tupperware in your home for 20 years. I know people are in the house looking at you saying, "Why do you have your hand up? What do you want?" But just hold it up for a minute. And now if you've had Tupperware in your home for 30 years, keep your hand up. If you've had Tupperware in your home for 40 years, keep your hand up. If you have Tupperware in your home that maybe it wasn't in your home, but you've gotten it from somebody else because you couldn't have possibly had it for 50 years, right? Keep your hand up. 60 years, keep your hand up. You know what? That's not expensive. When people tell me Tupperware is expensive, I'm like, no, not when it lasts for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. That's not expensive. That's very inexpensive. I get my hair done, and I have to get it done every 6 weeks. You don't even want to know what I pay, and that's expensive, right? When you get your nails done and you have to go back every 2 weeks, that's expensive, all right? And when you buy an outfit and you love it, but you wear it for 1 season or 2 seasons, that's expensive. This isn't expensive. This is very reasonable, and it's good for our environment. The fact that we use it and reuse it and reuse it, we're not throwing it away, we're not filling the garbage dumps. We have quality product. And in this line, you're going to love those love dinners. And we have a 3-quart, which is really a nice big bowl. This is great for storing all kinds of things. Now, I will tell you, it's microwave reheatable base. And so if you want to put chili in it and pull it out and reheat it and stuff like that, when you make that big soup. But you know what I love this for? I use this for all the turkey. You know how you pull the turkey off the bone? Or the ham. You have pull the ham and you put all the rest of the ham away after a great big ham dinner and you have a lot of meat left. That's what I use this for. Now, I don't pull it out and heat in here, but I could if I wanted to. But you can go ahead and use this for chili. You can use it for soups. You can use it for that favorite cabbage roll, all those meals that you love, 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 and reheat right in that bowl if you choose to. I will also tell you, these happen to be a really good practical size because you can pop your food inside of here. This is an easy reheatable size, and it can serve the family another soup dinner or whatever you might be eating that next night. I had absolutely the most amazing stuffed peppers because my husband made them. And doesn't food always taste better if your husband makes it? I don't know. I just love men in the kitchen, I guess, but it was delicious. Yes, you get all of this for hosting a Tupperware party, just $500 in sales. And all you have to do is what you're doing right now, sitting and watching the Tupperware show with you and your friends and texting them like, her hair does not look like it's expensive. I know you thought that. Okay, you know what? You can text him back and forth. You can have fun. You can enjoy yourself. You can relax in your own home. Drink your favorite beverage. Eat your favorite snack. And when you're done, your girlfriend's going to open up her shopping link and you can do it all again. How fun is that? Let's turn it over to Robin. She's going to cook for us tonight. She's making muffins. Who likes muffins?
I unmuted 6 times. It took me that long. Hello. Yeah, I'm making muffins and I'm home alone with my grandson. So we might have some appearances. He's trying to feed. Oh, thank God. Here come the reinforcements. Sarah and Grandpa are home. So I'm making muffins and I'm going to be using the, a lot of the items that are on the, I need him to go downstairs, please. The Breakfast Made Easy sale that ends tomorrow night at midnight. And so I'm going to feature a whole bunch of those items and I hope you can hear me because I'm pretty loud over him. He's pretty loud as well.
You know what, Robin? We can hear you, doll. Just keep going. You're doing fine.
Okay.
We love children, so it's okay.
I just dropped my handle.
I see that.
I do that all the time. 1 sec.
If you push it down really hard, it doesn't fall off.
Yes. Well, I wanted to show them how.
Okay,
what
good
I love
idea.
about it. So I just got the whipping mix. This is in the Breakfast Made Easy sale. And I had never used it until the other day when I made my miracle muffins, which I'm going to be making for you today. And so, yeah, if you push it down hard and it stays on. But
Really, really hard.
there we go. I got it.
There you go.
So, what I really think is cool is the first time that I cleaned it. Let me see if I can pop it open. I got to unlock it. There we go. The first time that I cleaned it, I was amazed at the gears inside. Is there someplace else he can go to eat? Sure. Thank you. I'm not going to be able to open it because I'm too nervous, but I'm turning it the wrong way. So look at this intricate gear system in here. Can you see that? It's really interesting. And it's got the 2 different speeds. So I had to investigate and see exactly how all those gears work. And he's very excited because everybody is returning home after an evening of picking up furniture. But see, I shouldn't have taken it apart because now I'm going to have trouble putting it together in midair.
So, Robin, how old is he?
Odin is 2.5. He'll be 3 in June. And I normally babysit him, but I haven't had him for a whole month. So he's very excited to be here.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
We've been traveling, but check this out. Isn't this amazing? I just think it's really neat. But now to my muffins, and I'm going to tell you all the things that are on the Breakfast Made Easy sale. This is one of them. The base is it's a 5-cup, I believe. Yes, a 5-cup measuring cup. It has all the kilograms, liters and cups and ounces and everything listed on there. And it has this odd handle. This is another thing just I like to mention because of cleaning. This handle is hollow and I thought that was really weird, but it also has this handy hole so that when you're drying it, water doesn't get stuck in there. And you know, like if you had it in the dishwasher or whatever, you're not going to get water pulled up in there. It just drains right out the bottom. So that's kind of nice. But say you're like me and you buy too many bananas and they go bad. For some reason, I think our bananas have been going bad faster and faster. But, and you need to know what to do with them. This is a super simple recipe. I started with 2 overripe bananas. I don't need that one. I already have 2 in there. I need 2 eggs. And these are actually farm fresh eggs. So apparently my neighbor her son is babysitting somebody's chickens. And so I got free eggs. There you go. I think she's on. She said she was going to try to get on, but her phone was dying. So we'll see. But I don't know if he's babysitting the chickens. I don't know. He's taking care of them. So 2 overripe bananas and 2 eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and put my vanilla in now. I'm using imitation vanilla because that's what I have in the house today. I usually like pure vanilla, but I'm using a half teaspoon. You could probably use up to a teaspoon. So it's up to your taste. I like the flavor of vanilla, but I'm going to use a half teaspoon in this recipe because it's not a very big recipe. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start mixing this a little bit just because it'll be easier to put my dry ingredients in if this is a little mixed. So make sure I got it on there. Once you have it on there, there we go. I want to put it on 2 because it's a little easier to start with these bananas. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. But you just get it going. And I want to get those eggs mixed, beat up real well. And it stirs really fast. Now that it's a little easier, I'm going to switch it to the 1 and it goes even faster. You have to crank it less too, but it's easier. It's kind of like a 10-speed bicycle. So I kind of like this. So those are my wet ingredients: 2 bananas, 2 eggs, and a half teaspoon of vanilla. Now for my dry ingredients, I use Kodiak Cakes Mix. This is Kodiak's buttermilk Kodiak Cakes Mix. There you go. If you can read that. I make it very clear. I stored my dry ingredients in my modular mates. This is actually pretty old. I'm running low. I'm gonna have to get more, but it's still super, super fresh and powdery. And I am using, let me open this guy up. There goes the clock. Odin's gonna start shouting again. 1/2 cup of Kodiak cakes. So we got a lot of 2s. We got the 2 bananas, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup, and 1/2 teaspoon vanilla.
So Robin, your neighbor is on, so you can shout out to your neighbor. Thanks for the
Hey,
eggs.
Tina, thank you for the eggs.
And the Kodiak, is that a brand of flour? What is that?
That is, it's like a pancake mix, and it's high protein. So for Weight Watchers, when you increase the protein, it decreases the points. So these end up being very low point. A lot of people use it for pancakes and all kinds of things. And they make different flavors. There's chocolate. I've only ever gotten the chocolate and the buttermilk, but there are other flavors too. I think they have a blueberry and stuff like that. So these would only be 1 point a piece on Weight Watchers, except that I do like to add some nuts. Sarah likes banana bread type things with nuts. So I'm using a 1/4 cup of walnuts, and they're already chopped in this bag, but I like them real fine. So I'm going to use my little chopper like Amy did. Mine's the older version. It's not the Supersonic, but I do have the Supersonic somewhere. And I'm using 1/4 cup of walnuts, and I'm going to chop them up finely in my little chopper. And I love this because it is so fast. And I kind of was hoping Odin would be here to help me, but he's being occupied, and I appreciate that. So a few quick pulls, and it'll be like walnut dust, which is the way I like it in my banana bread. There you go. So that's a 1/4 cup of walnuts. I'm afraid of the blades. Be careful with the blades. I got to be careful because he loves playing with, so I always have to make sure that I have my blades covered. And I'm going to add that with my dry ingredients in there. I don't want this to drip anywhere. And then I'm going to whip it some more. So I already have it on 2, so I'm just going to leave it, or 1, so I'm going to leave it there so it whips fast. Oh, you know what? I wanted to add one more thing. I totally forgot. When I made them the other day, Sarah said they weren't sweet enough. So I have my counterscapes. I keep my Splenda in my stevia in my counterscapes. So I love them because they have a little spoon already. And I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to put, I think, 2 little heaping spoons of the stevia in there just to give it some sweetness. She thought she was expecting them to be sweet the other day and was disappointed. She actually she put butter on them and sprinkled stevia on top. I don't know. She doesn't need to watch her weight, so she's okay. But anyway, so I'm going to put 2 little spoons of stevia in there just to give it some sweetness for Sarah, because she's the one who loves banana bread. And get it stirred up some more. And the counterscape, you get 2 of those. I don't know if you said it when you're talking about your M&Ms, because I was feeding the grandson my beverage, and it's coffee. He's going to be up all night.
You're crazy, Grandma.
He wanted my drink, and I didn't have anything to him. Okay, so we got our stevia, and we're good to go. Now, a couple other things. I'm going to be using my Silicone Forms, and these are on the Breakfast Made Easy sale as well. You can get any of the 4 that they carry, the muffin one, the bar pan, the flat one. What is there 4 or just 3? I guess there's just 3 on that sale. And if you buy one, they're $35 a piece, but you get the saucy silicone spatula and the kitchen tools spatula, the pancake flipping spatula. So you can flip your pancakes, you can mix your pancakes, you can do everything. So I'm using.
And the retail value of that is like $20. Those 2 free items. The 2 free items, the spatula and the silicone, is another $20 free.
Yes. And this I love because I use it for as a spatula, but then I also use it for icing cupcakes because you can just pop that off. And this makes a really nice spatula for icing cupcakes. So you get like a double tool there with this one, but I digress. So I want to get this is the thing you got to remember. You need a cookie sheet. You can't carry this to the oven. It will just floppy, floppy, floppy like a fish. So you want a cookie sheet under it. I made the mistake of preparing these the other day without the cookie sheet under it. But I want to get some of this off of there. Let it just go in my pan. And I would use the portioning scoops, but I like this because it's got the pour spout. So I just pour it and it's a lot faster and a little bit less cleanup. So I just use my spatula and I just do about I fill them about half full, and then I go back and top them off with the rest. Now this is going into the oven at 350 degrees for about 22 minutes is probably enough. So everything's 2. You got 2 eggs, 2 bananas, a half cup of Kodiak cake mix. You could put in your 1/4 cup of nuts. That doesn't have a 2 in it, but 4's divisible by 2. And I put 2 little spoons of stevia in there and a half teaspoon of vanilla. Then 22 minutes. So you can remember that pretty easily, but I will post that recipe. And finally, after they're done, honest to Pete, they pop out of this. It's amazing. I'll top those off in a bit. I don't need to do that for you, but they pop out so easily that it's just like, whoop, and you get to eat the whole entire muffin. You don't have to leave part of it behind. And finally, I store them in my snack store. This is the snack store large, which is also on the Breakfast Made Easy sale that ends Wednesday. And then for good measure, you always want to have your chalk markers. So I have Sharpie chalk markers. I just added them to my grocery order. I think it was the same day that Nikki Micah suggested it on Cooking with Tupperware. And you could just mark that and say Kodiak muffins. We call them miracle muffins because they're only 2 points for 1 with the nuts, and you can have 2 for only 3 points on Weight Watchers. So if you're a Weight Watcher like me, there's a pretty cheap and easy snack / breakfast. I had them for breakfast one day. We eat them as a treat. You could put some apple butter on it. That would make it really delicious, but then it'd be more points. But anyhow, super simple, and you get to use all those things from that Breakfast Made Easy set. And that's all I have to say, Pam.
My goodness, thank you so much. It was awesome. And you know what? That's another recipe I need to try. I love banana walnut too. Your daughter's smart. And about those markers, guys, that is so cool. And I've been doing that for my freezer containers because I want to put stuff in my freezer and I just like to know exactly what's in there. And so I mark my freezer containers when I put them in there. And I love our freezer containers. I think Amy showed you one. They are so pliable and so easy to use. You're going to love them too. All right, Jessica, do we have a winner? I forgot to check in the chat from you. Do we have a winner on our amazing M&Ms? Pastel Easter.
Yes, we do. Stephanie Lewis was the closest.
All right, Stephanie, what was her guess?
$4.91.
Oh, guys, there's over 500, and I think it's 567 or something like that in here. I wrote the number down to Jessica when I was over there, but that is a lot of M&Ms inside there, right? Oh my goodness, it took 2 bags. That's 2 bags of M&Ms, the regular little bags of M&Ms. That's 2 bags, and so Now you've seen so many cool pieces of Tupperware. We've saved the best for last. We're taking it over to Amy, and she is going to show you how you can save so much money spiralizing your own vegetables and not paying for them to spiralize it, and showing you our grill that's on sale. Take it away, Amy.
Awesome. Thanks, Pam. So when this first came out, my kiddos were crazy excited just because of how fun it was. And we tested it with different things. So you could use sweet potatoes in here. You can use carrots in here. It comes with 3 different blades. Okay. So it does have 2 noodles, right? So you can make oodles and noodles. So fun. We have this thin one, and then we have the thicker one. And what I am using tonight is the ribbon. So, I'm going to ribbonize my potatoes. So, it is pretty basic. So it comes with the base. Okay. Well, you have to get the base for the spiralizer, and the base can be used for many different things. So we have the spiralizer, we have our master shredder, we have our master grater. I'm not sure if the juicer's in there right now, but we have like a little ice thing that you can like make some ices with. It's so much fun. And it's getting to be that time of year, right? For ices, it's getting to be summertime. So the kids love ices. So it's so easy to use. It's so crazy. Okay, so let me show you. Right now I have it in locked position just so that my little handle guy doesn't fall out when I'm storing it in the back. And when the kids put away, I always make sure that I have it all locked into place. Otherwise, it's going to fall off and then there's going to be an accident, right? So, so the base, you have the base and you just use slick, I don't know, put that back on there, right? And then you're going to take this and you're going to lock it into place. And you want to make sure that you have a nice flat surface, all right, so that it suctions to it. So it is going to suction and it's not going to be able to jerk around, okay? It's really pretty cool. And then you're going to take your potato, and on here on the inside, there is a little thing right in the center. So I always just take my potato and I kind of put it right in there, hold it into place, take this, and it has like the little things at the end. They're not really sharp, they're sharp enough to go inside of the potato, all right, so that it will stay in place. And then you're gonna lock it in place. And I am going to be just spiralizing it right into my grill. Let me tell you about this grill real quick. So it goes into the microwave. This does. It goes in the microwave. You're probably like, there's metal. But you know what? That's okay because it is rounded. There's no edges to it. And on the bottom and on the top, there is silicone. So you don't have to worry about it ever sparking up inside the microwave. All right. Plus, this is a heating element right here in the center. And there's a heating element in the lid as well. And you know what? Both of those together, it blocks all those microwaves from hitting the food. And so the microwaves are just going to the container, to the metal, right? And here and heating that up. And that's what's going to cook your food. So this grill, you can actually grill in here. Hamburgers, you can do steaks, you can do fish in here, you can bake in here, you can sear in here. You can do like casseroles in here and dips, bacon. Oh my gosh, let me just tell you, bacon in here is so good. And then after you cook your bacon, put some chicken in there and fry up the chicken. And then the chicken will have a little bit of that bacon taste. Oh, so good. So good. And grilled cheese in here too, hot dogs, so many things. It heats up to like 425 degrees in like 3 minutes. Crazy fast, right? Just like your grill. So I'm going to just stick this right under my little spiralizer and you can see it. And so this is, look at how easy, like it's really, really easy to just turn it and spiralize or ribbonize. We're making ribbons here, right? Your potatoes, or you could do zucchinis, spiral your zucchini noodles, or your turnips. But look at that. Look at how fun. Oops. How fun. Butternut squash. We've done butternut squash in here. But it's so easy. Look at that. Isn't that so fun and pretty? So I'm just going to lay them down inside of my grill. All right. And then we have a little thing, little hanger. We're just going to put that in there. And you know what? When it got to the end, it unlocked itself. So that's how you know that you're at the end. And then we'll just take that and just throw it in there. So that was one potato. So I'll go ahead and do my second potato, lock it in, and then just let it spiral. It's so effortless and it's so fun to get some friends together, right? Okay, so this is going to unlock because it's at the end. Listen, you hear it? Kind of like clicked a little bit more. All right, so there is that. That is done. So now I am just going to take this potato. That potato. Oh my gosh, so fun. The kids will have potatoes for in the morning. All right, so I have, or the husband, actually, more likely the husband than the kids, because he gets up before them. So you snooze, you lose, right? All right, so I'm going to take my butter dish. Love our butter dish. And I'm just going to actually take some of this butter and just kind of wipe it on top, and it will melt all over my potatoes. All right. Now I got a messy knife. That's all right. Just put it right there. And then we're going to season it with our salt, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. And I always use my little spoon. But you know what? I have these all over my table, or all over my windowsill, just like Pam. And I did it because of Pam. So I went to Pam's house and I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. I love how she has like her spices in some, she has candies in some. And I'm just like, okay, so I got to have it. And you know what? I'm out of M&Ms, but I have to get some for Easter because Easter's right around the corner. So you can do two positions for this. You can grill it or you can do the casserole position. Casserole position, I usually do that for like my baked things like cinnamon rolls, do those in here, cookies or cakes or my dips. Okay, but for these potatoes, I want them fried on both sides. So I am going to grill them. All right, and there are arrows on here and little directions and an arrow on here. So you know which side is the grill. So I put it on there and then I'm going to put it in the microwave on high for 7 minutes and then it'll be done. Super easy and quick and fun too. All right, Pam, back to you.
Okay, that was fun. And you know what? I love that grill as well. And we use it like a panini maker when that we call that position she put it in there as a panini maker. We call it the panini the panini twist. And then we also use the casserole twist. And that's when it does not go down on the food. And then the diamond is when it's angled. And so it gives a little circulation and more air in there. And so there's some things I really want a lot more drying out in the microwave because it's too much moisture in the food or whatever. And that'll do it. Now I want to tell you, that's what I love the most about it. When you do the panini, the grilled chicken comes out so moist. The microwave usually destroys everything. It turns it into hockey pucks. And this grill is amazing because it doesn't do that. It actually has that, the sheltering of the microwaves. And so the grill getting hot and the metal getting hot is what's cooking your food. And so a chicken breast from frozen in there for like 4 minutes on one side and 4 minutes on the other side is so good. Now, seafood is much faster if you want to do salmon or halibut or something like that. Put your favorite seasoning on there and literally 4 minutes and it's done. So you're going to absolutely love it. All right. So that is so fun. And it's on special right now. So you want to talk to your Tupperware rep about that. Look for it on the website. And honestly, if that's something you want and you don't want to pay full price, you know, my hostess tonight, all of our hostess get excited. They get to choose this or this with a $500 party in 2 days, or all of it with $1,000 party. But you know, with a $1,000 party, you get 3 items for half price and you can choose a grill. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you have to take it out of the full line and not things that are on sale, but you could take the entire modular made set, get it for half price, or you can take one thing like these and get them for half price. If you don't want to pay $29 and you'd rather pay $14.50, you can choose that as one of your half price items, because you get 3 items at a $1,000 party, and you get items at lower levels as well. And so you get 1 item first, and then as your party climbs, you get 2 items, I believe at $750, and then at 1,000 you get 3. All right. It's great to be a hostess in Tupperware. All right. You always want to have friends and send out your shopping link and just create a group where you guys can chat and have fun and get some demos down inside of there. And your Tupperware rep's going to go live in there and show you some new products. And so you can see the size, and so you'll know how big something is. And we hope you enjoyed tonight. I certainly enjoyed having you guys on tonight. And so we're looking now, Jessica, how many guests do we have on this evening?
We have total
Yes.
people, host and guest.
Yes.
Yes, 32.
Yay. All right. 32 people signed in. Awesome. And so so we have 32. How many of them are hosts?
3.
3. Okay, 3 hosts tonight. All right. And so we're going to have a drawing with just hosts, and we're going to have a drawing with the 29 guests, and somebody's going to win tonight. And so Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 14.
14 is our lucky winner, Jessica. Who is it?
All right, let me check my list. I have everybody numbered, and it is Herma Harvey with Stephanie Armstrong. Congratulations.
Oh, very fun. What a fun name, Herma Harvey. Congratulations to your winner. All right, and so our next winner is one of our hosts. And so our 3 hosts, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 1.
1.
Did that answer your question?
Thank you, Alexa.
All right, number 1 is Caroline Powers with Sevilla.
All right, Caroline, congratulations. You're the lucky winner of the Tupperware host drawing, which is always a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger, and we appreciate you. So guys, tonight, as your looking is over and you're seeing some things you want, we hope that you go ahead and schedule up and order that stuff right away, because we've got some deals that end tomorrow night that you don't want to miss. And so you can do that with your Tupperware rep. Or you can tell your Tupperware rep that, you know what, I think I want a discount. And a discount could be a shopper buyers club. And so tell your rep that, hey, I want to get on that buyers club. And the buyers club will be choosing the entire kit that Amy saw. Or if you don't want a lot of Tupperware and you want to just get in the buyers club and get a discount on what you do want, then you can go in on the $15 buyers club and come in and have fun with us. You're going to do the cooking show. And by the way, we offer this for all of our champions. It costs nothing for your champion host, for our champion host and our champion consultants to use this service from Champion. Jim and I do this as a thank you to our team. And we send out the Tupperware, and we do this with the directors. And we feel that this is just one of the perks of being a champion and working with Champion Enterprises in Tupperware. We are a national team. We're all across North America. I personally live in Ohio. However, we have directors all over as well. And as you look us over tonight and you say, this is too fun, I want to be part of that, just tell your reps, hey, sign me up. I want to be part of that. I want to make the bucks, all right? And you can come in and try it out and go ahead and do your own personal shopping, or you can try it out and go for a career. You know what? We've got more information for you. If that's what you're interested in, go ahead and tell your Tupperware rep you want to hear more, and you can set up an appointment with one of our directors or myself, and we'll share with you how you can be making more money. Driving company cars and earning trips is one of the fun things. We just released a cruise, a Tupperware cruise. It's going to be so much fun with lots of friends, and you can get in on it. It's not too late. It'd be so fun to have you be part of our cruise. All right. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. And do we have everything? We've done all of our draws? I didn't miss one, did I?
No, we're good.
Ladies, all right, thank you. And you can see how we work together. We have a team of, I believe, 27 directors right now, and we are looking for more. So a lot of our Tupperware reps right now are working towards that. So if you have a rep that's doing a great job, say, hey, you should be one of those directors. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night and hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week.